So weird the way it does that every time. Hello everyone. I'm getting more and more unshaven. I'm going to have a shave after this. I hate the way I'm looking at the moment. How are you all? Where are you all?
Good evening. I'm turn this light down a bit. It's very bright.
Hi Susan Norton, Sarah Williams, Jenny Kyle, Joyce Bryson. Isn't Maddie beautiful? I was just sitting in there just watching her, listening to her. She played her novel songs.
Oh, were they gorgeous?
The Crucible. She did The Crucible. She did, what was the other one? Jesus Christ. She did The Crucible and something else. I can't remember. I've had lots of Starburst tonight because me and the girls have been playing Spider-Man on the PS4 in my room. And oh my God, it was so stressful trying to punch a man with a very large head repeatedly until he exploded. None of us could do it, and then I had to go. And in fact, we started ending up passing the control around. It was like a game of chicken. No, you have it. No, you have it. And we got very stressed and like we were on crack. But now we've calmed down. I think I checked my heart rate at one point. It had gone up to 74.
Was it good?
Well, it was stressful. It was stressful.
Enjoyable?
Yeah, it was enjoyable being with the girls, yeah, but it was incredibly stressful.
So I've had a Zoom call with all the loose women for Sarah's birthday, had a few gins, and then I've been on FaceTime with Lee, and I think Lee is here watching.
Oh,
He's watching with us.
hello, Lee.
So I've had a nice evening, and we had Nando's, didn't we?
You cooked
Nanas
Nando's.
Nando's.
You cooked a Nando's. Did anyone tune in for our 10-minute live of the garden? That was funny. I could see all your comments, those people who were there, and I was thinking, this is really sweet, this is really funny. But yeah, that was fun. So yeah, weird.
Normal people actors on Graham Norton.
I know, I want to see Graham Norton because I saw a clip on YouTube of Will Ferrell holding his testicles up.
Oh, Nad's cut off Maddie's live. Savage.
You didn't?
No, it was done.
You can't cut in if it's live.
No, it was done.
Yeah. Maybe run up and check. She might think she's still going.
No.
You might have, but maybe, do you want me to go and check? I'll check.
No, I didn't know there was. I looked on our thing and it wasn't live, Mark. Definitely didn't.
You can't see it from your phone.
Oh. Hello, everybody. I didn't realise I'd done that. Maggie Moo, it appears that I have stopped my intermittent fasting tonight because I had gin and then I wanted cake. I had gin, then I had crisps, and then I wanted cake. And then I went gin, crisps, and cake again. Hi, Mags Watley. Hi, B. Hi, Joyce Bryson. Hi, Hal Van Kerkik. Hi, Linda. Did I cut her off?
Yeah.
Oh, no! Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, how annoying, because it doesn't show that it's live.
No, you can't because you're not outside of your account.
Oh, my God. I've got to say something on there now, otherwise people would think I'm terrible. Sorry, guys. Thank you for telling me that. I had no idea that I'd cut her off. None at all. Hi, Victoria Evans. I got a letter from the NHS today to say I've been chosen at random to be tested for COVID.
You see, Maddie was logged on my old phone.
Oh.
So we had no way of knowing. Oh, God, what a shame.
What did she say?
I said, will you cut off? She said, yes. It's about as interesting as that. Yeah, but I mean, she was cut off.
Oh, God. So what's she doing alive on hers now?
She said it was coming towards the end.
Oh.
But, yeah.
I must have looked like the worst mother in the
Well,
world.
it was
Hello,
unintentional.
everybody. Come
Yeah.
over and see me on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, how cringy.
Well, that's weird though. It's good to know that you can just cut in on a live.
And I really wasn't going to do a live there. Oh, it's so annoying. Never mind. Never mind.
Matt Hancock is the last four letters of his surname, Gabrielle. That's a pretty good description.
And why'd you say that, Gabrielle? What in particular about man?
I'm trying to think of some of the other Tory. So yeah, I can't think of any other jokes for that. I watched Gogglebox earlier, and you two are literally Giles and Mary.
Natty!
We really are. Your sister was struggling to find your account to listen to Maddie, I saw. I think she was trying to...
No, I think she was looking for Maddie.
Oh, I see. God, it's generally mass confusion tonight. And Maddie nearly missed it because we were so entrapped in Gotham City.
So was it nice? Did you enjoy the gig? Oh, but the other thing is it means we won't be able to upload it because I interrupted it.
That means it's gone forever. Oh, well. Oh, well. So what's everyone up to tonight? I haven't got any news, I'm afraid.
Really doesn't feel like... Hang on, let me just read. Really doesn't...
Hang on, let me get it over and I'll pull it down. Where? I really don't feel like a Friday.
Hello, Sarah Williamson. You all right, darling? You seem very mad. No, I just wanted to read that. No, but it wasn't.
That looked like what you were reading, so that's why I read it.
It doesn't matter. I was just going to read everyone out. Hello, Sarah Williamson. I've decided not to watch or read the news. Letty Sargent. It really doesn't feel like Friday. Selena Lou Fogg. Maddie is as beautiful as her voice. She is. Thank you.
So many lovely comments going on.
Hey, K Mayor. Want to send you guys a private message. What's the best way to do it? Probably on Instagram. But the best way to do it is to do it on here because it's really difficult to see it once it's sent somewhere else.
Mikhail Augustin Reed. America is opening up on Monday. Everything's scared shitless. I know there's a feeling like that everywhere, isn't there? There's a sort of almost a bit, there's an increasing pace, a sort of speed with which everything's being unlocked.
Can we say happy birthday?
Can I just, before we do that, can I just ask? I keep hearing and seeing news reports that the R rate is going up. You kept saying that the R rate's going down. Up, down, up, down.
Not an official.
No, I know, but where are you seeing what you're seeing and where am I seeing what I'm seeing?
No, basically what happened was Matt Hancock was asked it in the session, whatever it's called, and it's all to do with the staggered way that we get the numbers. So those numbers are from 3 weeks ago.
Right.
So really it makes a mockery of everything we're being told because we never really know. Yeah. So basically he's saying at this moment the R rate is not up because the death rates have gone up.
Right.
But appear to have, but they're just from 3 weeks ago.
But it doesn't take a genius to work out that it's probably higher than whatever it was 2 weeks ago because people have been going out far more than they were 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Chloe, hi Nadia and Mark, I'm a carer and appreciate all the support everyone gives you. Always makes my day easier, so thank you for being my spark of joy every day. Oh, bless you, that's so sweet. I am wearing Mark's Den's the men's jumper. Sarah, I am. Hi Rachel Edwards. The R rate is up from 0.5 to 0.7. Eppingston, R rate has gone up, particularly in Midlands and Northwest. Jenny Carl, you two brilliant, keep it going. You'll keep us going too. Louisa Thomas, I got to pick up some things from my parents who live in Chard, and I'm a little bit worried about travelling an hour. From where we live to my parents' house to collect things and deliver food. I think you're fine if you're driving. I mean, you can't get hurt driving, can you?
God, Dawney Harvey, you may be in isolation until October. Wow, good God.
Why?
But she had it, didn't she? She was corona. But you've been positive, haven't you? And you were struggling, but
no,
you need to stay in isolation.
She wasn't tested. She was it was 111 diagnosed her.
So
tell us, Dawney, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Little Dorrit Dog, BBC News is reporting the R rate is going. This is a total dereliction of duty. If they're reporting something that's old news, why is that not being said as a caveat? That the R rate, I don't think that's true. I don't think
it's just what Matt Hancock was saying.
Exactly,
I don't know.
But I think the government's bullshitting. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah, but let's face it. If they were worried about it, they would say now, no, you can't meet people in the park and you can't, because they don't want the infection rate to go up, do they? So they've always said they'll pull back on whatever restrictions they lift if the R rate goes up. So if it had genuinely gone up, they would be saying this weekend, we've changed our minds, you can't meet a friend in the park and you can't drive to a beauty spot. And they're not saying that.
It makes
he categorically said, no, you can, but you have to maintain the 2 metre distance.
But it makes it even more pointless watching the news and listening to what they're saying if the news is all old news. If all the statistics we're listening to are old.
I don't think it was about it being old.
It is. They're saying the R rate is they're talking about an R rate.
I think what must have happened was with the death figures, then maybe journalists had then worked out the R rate and they're saying the R rate hasn't gone up. The R rate we've given you is the R rate we are at now.
Right.
I think that's what.
MRS.
Correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone knows.
MRS, love tonight's vlog, Nadia and Mark. You both had me in tears.
What was it about?
We get ready to groom Chi-Chi, but I leave them on a bit of a cliff edge because Kiki was having an absolute freak out in the vlog. Unless they test all of us, they have no real idea of the R number.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, they can have for the R number.
No, they can't.
No, they can't.
No.
Yeah.
They've got no idea How far it's spreading, how fast, and with whom.
Was it fun today, the Spider-Man?
Yeah, why?
You don't feel like you've had fun?
Yeah, why?
You seem a bit angry.
What do you mean?
No, they can't. No, they absolutely can't.
Not at all.
Or are you angry with the government?
I'm not angry with anything.
Who won?
No one wins those games. It's a constant immersive experience that never ends.
Laura, I ate way too much at dinner and now feel like poop. Well, I have had a lot of £1 cake from the corner shop, which is probably means I've had a lot of chemicals because let's face it, there's not a lot of cake from the corner shop. And I've had a bag of crisps and I've had 3 gin and tonics.
Frankley clean door handles before getting into your cars.
Why?
If you've cleaned your own hands, is it because other people have used them? I don't understand that one at all. The R rate is taken into from a few weeks ago, as they said, it takes a bit for all info to come in. Oh, it just all completely flummoxes me. I don't get it. Lots of compliments for your hair and how beautiful you're looking.
Thanks, guys. Elizabeth Gordon, the government is taking away freedom passes for over 60s between 6 and 9 in the morning.
Oh,
It's so hard because many over 60s are working because they didn't get their state pensions.
Yeah.
So in poverty already, that's disgusting.
And can I just...
Elizabeth, you're living in a very difficult situation, aren't you? Because there's 3 of you in a 1-bedroom flat, if I remember rightly, with underlying health conditions.
And it was Elizabeth who did our quiz questions last time, wasn't it? One of the things that I've noticed that's a bit strange, can people clarify this for me? So they're barely running any tubes or buses. The government has said it's our civic duty not to use public transport, and they're about to increase the congestion charge to £15 a day, 7 days a week, 7 a.m. till 10 p.m. Surely that's going to hit all those people who live too far away to cycle or walk, don't want to risk their health on public transport, and it's going to put them off driving. Surely. It just strikes me as absolutely bonkers. I don't get it. What does anyone else think? Can anyone rationalise? I thought Sadiq Khan looked particularly stressed, the London mayor, about it.
Well, he actually said his mental health is worrying, and he said we all need hope, and I need hope too.
Yeah. I mean, especially if people have been told to go back to work. Give it a few days, Lorna Macmillan, and we'll be in lockdown again, to be honest. Do you really think so? Do you think so? I mean, what was the thing that your friend Leah was saying just before I went in to play Spider-Man? Which was a very interesting point.
Lee was saying, and Lee, if you're listening, you'll love this because I'm quoting Lee now. You're being quoted, love. He was saying, I just can't believe that we could ever get a second peak again like we did before.
No.
Because when we got it before, everybody was snogging everybody
People
was
were
sweating
flying
together.
everywhere, exactly.
People were flying everywhere. People were living and spending the night on people's couches. People were like shagging people. People were going to
All right,
nightclubs.
I think we've got the picture now.
No, but I'm just saying that was our life and we got that peak.
Yeah.
Now, and like Lee was saying, he's not particularly overcautious or over worried, but he still would stand back if somebody came near him. He's not going out.
So with all those things in place
how
and
could we
the most
ever
vulnerable
get another
shielded,
peak?
I don't think we
It's a
can.
really good point.
It is a really good point.
It's a really good. We might get mini peaks,
Yeah.
but we can't get that peak
Well,
again.
and I also think we might get very localised peaks in certain sectors, like in hospitals, care homes, and that's not to diminish them at all, or certain areas. But I think you're right. I don't see how it could suddenly leap up because we're all cautious now.
Exactly. There's a new caution everywhere.
Yeah.
And I mean, in London, it got hit so hard, London, that we're all completely institutionalised into behaving this way, aren't we?
Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like, okay, there are, obviously in Croydon, for example, it's the worst borough. There's a lot of people not observing the rules.
Yeah.
But it does strike me that that maybe also London could be given some credit for actually having knuckled down and got on with it, as each part of the country will do when and if, their sort of harsh moment in the spotlight comes as well.
That's interesting from Holly. It's important to consider, Holly is our immunologist if anybody's new to us, it's important to consider the R rate going up in the context of hospital admissions. Relaxing lockdown will lead to more infections, but mainly among people who will recover at home due to shielding. Exactly, because most of the people now, like if you think before lockdown, all the people that were vulnerable, that were catching it then overwhelming the NHS, although then, do you know there's only 19% of critical beds being used across
remarkable.
the country at the moment.
Remarkable.
That seems lower than any other time.
Well, I mean, London's going to be virus-free in 2 weeks.
You know, and so as long as everyone carries on doing what they're doing.
Yeah, but like Lee says, I mean, you know, even if we were to kind of, you know, the fact that we're all so cautious, it's just, I just don't think it's going to, I just think it's going to fizzle out.
Yeah.
I genuinely think it's going to fizzle out. As long as you maintain a responsible kind of population, behaving sensibly, like Lee, we keep quoting Lee's scientific expertise here, but it's a truism. If we're all wandering around like we're wearing body condoms, then it ain't going to get us.
But the thing is, we must never forget that this is an extremely dangerous disease for some people. And there's a very sad comment there, Emma Gillard. My husband's dad's brother got taken into hospital last night for his breathing. They put him in a corner and on a ventilator. He sadly died this morning. He was 47.
Oh my God.
And that is so sad, Emma. Love to all your family. And also
Emma,
a salutary reminder that we do have to be very mindful still.
And
very mindful.
Also the age of your husband's dad's brother, so 47. Also a reminder that it can just chop at someone quite sort of suddenly. Do you know what I mean? It can just seem to sort of just sporadically get people. So I guess with that there, you've got to be cautious. Dr. John Campbell says we need at least 70% to get herd immunity. Says Faith Goodman. That's a standard, isn't it? That's a standard for all diseases, isn't it?
Yeah. But what Holly was saying there is true. Is that now most people are shielding that need to be shielding, aren't they? I mean, you don't see any old people out.
No.
And people with underlying that they know about conditions hidden. It's the people that don't know they've got underlying conditions, and everybody else might have a really shit. Some people will have really mild symptoms. Sometimes people have a really shit time.
But can I play devil's advocate? There is one category of person that is particularly tricky, and that's actually the nanny die category, which is the old enough to be, you know, a risk, but sort of independent enough and able-bodied enough to feel that why the hell should they have to stop their lives? And so that's my worry. My worry is that there might be a handsome number of a certain age group that don't want to be told what to do, don't feel they're vulnerable, but are vulnerable, and just plough on out and do stuff. I mean, you know, we're finding it with all of our elderly, even Nadia's parents. There are moments where you're like, no, you can't go out to the shops then, or no, you can't do that like that, or you can't reach over that to that. You know, so I suppose in that situation, that's the danger. Is where the vulnerable creeps down younger in age towards the 70-year-olds and 65-year-olds who'll all think, oh yeah, no, sod it, I'm fine. It's the I'm fine, it's not going to affect me ones.
Yeah.
That's what worries me.
And also the ones that say, well, I can't live like this, so I prefer to just go out and take my chances. Yeah,
precisely, exactly, yeah. And a lot of those people think about it. I suppose one of the problems is you start to open pubs. I mean, I'm not being stereotypical here, but what's happened, having drunk in pubs a lot over the years, where have all those men gone that have those gnarly noses who sit in pubs at bars for hours and days on end? Where have they all gone? And when are they going to head out? And how vulnerable are they with the gnarly nose? The alcoholic nose with 18 different planets orbiting the nostrils.
Oh, Monster Mash, I hope you're okay. That must be so hard. Imagine having OCD and being 8 months pregnant in the pandemic. Thank you for your kind words.
Yeah, thank you, Monster Mash. Emma Staple, how are you? Plymouth's cases are just going up as they relax in the lockdown. My best friend and her mum just got tested positive. Wow.
Samantha O'Hanton. I went to Brighton Hospital yesterday, and on the car journey there and back, the city looked normal, like a normal day, no social distancing. I was shocked. You don't see that, though, in London.
Oh, look, here we go.
People really social distance.
Sarah Williamson too. This is the sort of case in point. I had a full-blown argument with my 86-year-old mum and dad. They want to go to garden centre. See, that's where it gets tricky. Whitty is sure we will have a secondary wave, Sonia Dine. Well, I think there's going to be a second bump for sure, of some form. But again, I wonder to what extent that's just going to be located in, you know, not just, but it's going to be located in care home. I mean, the care home scandal, believe me, is going to be the thing that flies at the end of this, isn't it? I mean, talk about locking the doors and just forgetting about them.
Oh, Selena, that's sweet.
Oh, very sweet word, Selena. Sending a hug. Holly, you're right, Mark. There is a forgotten group who are stuck in the middle here. I'm writing an article about that called COVID-19, the grey area and a forgotten demographic. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even talking about the elderly who can't get out of care homes, because a huge proportion of the deaths are diabetics
60s.
and dementia. They account for, I think dementia is
Massive.
closely follows the 25% that die who've got diabetes. So if you think of all those people that can't sort of put themselves at risk because they're just sitting ducks, if you like, in care homes, it's the grey area, it's the nanny dies. I hate to say it, it's the baby boomers, it's the Janet Street Porters, it's that age group, the 65 to 75s.
Who still feel young.
Yeah, and
I get
I get why, but they're the ones
I'd probably be the same.
Yeah, I mean, if
At
we were
their
told,
age.
65, that's only 10 years for you, 9 years. So imagine in 9 years being told you can't do anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it, would I? Dawn Chapman. Yes, you can have a shout out. She's been following us from the beginning. It's only just joined the family.
Dawn
area.
Chapman,
Dawn
welcome.
Chapman, Dawn Chapman, Dawn Chapman. Hello, Anne M. Hello, Anne M.
Welcome as a guest.
Anne M.
You probably, Lee, if you're listening, got a sense of why the Dancing Queen didn't quite work just there. Try it again. Just do a little bit of lyricism. We also discovered Nadia's got no timing.
I have.
Oh my God, I'm going to show the rushes.
Dancing Queen.
I'm going to show the
You haven't told them
rushes.
yet what we're doing. You
I'm
can't
going to
say
show
that.
them the rushes. Well, we haven't given it away.
Having the time of your life.
You were having the time of your life.
Ooh, see that man. Watch that girl. Da 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 da.
Samantha O'Handler, my nan is 72. She thinks she's invincible and isn't social distancing at all. She's lying, going to friends' houses who also don't care. We find out, but she swears blind she hasn't.
Wow.
What can you do with that? Worse than the teenagers are
See, that's
observing
interesting, Mark, you say that forgotten section of people.
Yeah. Yeah, and there'll be, 3, 4, 5 million of them? My mum went and played golf today. She's 76. There's no stopping her. But golf is allowed, isn't it? As long as she wasn't playing with strangers. Well, there you go, guys. So it's quiz night tomorrow night. What's the state of play tomorrow night? Do we know who it's for, or are we raising money?
We're going to see.
We're going to see.
So 8 o'clock tomorrow. So sorry I cut Maddie off. I had no idea she was still on the live. I feel awful about that.
It's traumatising you, is it?
Yeah, well, I feel bad. Of course I do. I'm my mum and she was in the middle of singing.
Yeah, but we can all tell that you didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't done intentionally. You weren't muscling her out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, look, have a lovely rest of the Friday night. If you want a bit more of our madness, go over to the vlog. It's there. It's great fun. It's very silly. I'm afraid I do leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger. But God, I've had a few too many starbursts. But the payoff will come tomorrow. All right, guys. Lots of love.
Night, all.
Sleep tight.
Sleep
See you on the
tight.
morrow.
Bye.